Anemia, when hemoglobin is decreased, a CBP report, we consider anemia and start evaluating for anemia. So initial evaluation of anemia in CBP report is as follows. Okay, first when in a CBP report, so after when there is decreased hemoglobin, we look for HB. First we look for MCV. In anemia patient we look for MCV and later MCHC, later RDW and later retic count. Okay. What is MCV? It is mean corpuscular volume. That is normal MCV. What is how much is the normal MCV? It is mean corpuscular volume is the average or the mean value of RBC volume. Mean corpuscular volume, the normal value is 79 to 93.3 femtoliters. This is the normal MCV. So if it is greater than 99, it is macrocytosis. If it is normal, it's normocytic anemia. If it is less than 79, it is microcytic anemia. So that is the thing. Okay, next MCHC. Normal MCHC is 33 to 35. If it is more, it is hyperchromic. If it is normal, it is normochromic. If it is normochromic, and if it is less than 33, it is hypochromic. Next. So what is the purpose of seeing MCV, MCHC, RDW and retic count? To classify the anemia so that you can know the cause of anemia, so that you can treat anemia. This is initial evaluation of anemia. Okay, next coming to, so after that we see RDW. What is RDW? RDW is red cell distribution width. Red cell distribution width is extracted from by a graph given by CBP machine, which plots the various sizes of RBCs. So certain size of, for example, if this is size of 60 femtoliters, if this is of size if the point represents the size of 90 femtoliters, if this size is 100 femtoliters, so the number of RBCs with 60 femtoliters of size, this one number of so some 100 RBCs are there with 90 femtoliters, like that roughly I am saying. So some 100 femtoliters RBCs are some 120 are there, like that. If a graph is plotted, the width of the graph is RDW. RDW is measure of variation of sizes of RBC. So it is variation of sizes of different RBCs. So it is RDW. So next coming to the, so RDW normal value. So RDW is measured in two ways. That is, one is standard deviation and another is coefficient of variance. So in standard deviation, there is methodology is different. and the normal values are different. So RDW standard deviation, RDW standard deviation, RDW standard deviation, normal value is between normal value of standard deviation is 45. RDW is standard deviation type is 45 to 60, CV type is 11.5 to 13.5. So when RDW is less than 45, it is decreased RDW. When RDW is between 45 to 60, it is normal. RDW is greater than 60 is high. In case of CV type, coefficient of variance type RDW measurement 11.5. So the methodology of measurement is not needed. CVP machine will give you, and we have to know the only normal value 11.5 to 13.5. If it is greater than 13.5, it is high RDW. If it is less than 11.5, it is low RDW. Okay, this is RDW. Next, coming to, so we have seen what are all the things seen and how it will be useful. Let's see. Okay, first we look for MCV and classify it as microcytic or macrocytic or normocytic. Okay, next. So let's see if there is microcytic anemia. So let's see if there is microcytic anemia. So if there is microcytic anemia, then we go for, so then what we see MCHC. So when if there is hypochromasia, that is MCHC less than 33. Okay, MCHC less than 33. If there is microcytic, it is called as microcytic hypochromic anemia. It is called as microcytic hypochromic anemia. What are all the various causes of microcytic hypochromic anemia? Okay, what are the various causes of microcytic hypochromic anemia? So iron deficiency anemia. Next, thalassemia major, lead toxicity, sometimes anemia of chronic diseases. So we can diagnose the cause, and depending upon the history and further associated findings, we can diagnose anemia. So the classification is useful in diagnosis. Next. So next MCV, we have seen MCV, and it is macrocytic and normochromic. So what is diagnosis? It is megaloblastic anemia. What are the causes of megaloblastic anemia? B12 deficiency, folic acid deficiency, thiamine deficiency. So we have to search for the history and examination related to the causes mentioned. So macrocytic anemia. Next, we have seen normocytic. So cells are normal in size, and normochromic. Then it is normochromic and normocytic anemia. It is normocytic and normochromic anemia. So the cause, normocytic, so there is hemoglobin is decreased and MCV is normal and MCHC is normal. It is called as normocytic normochromic anemia. So why MCV is decreased in case of anemia? Let's see. So during dividing of RBC, if heme is not adequately supplied for whenever reason, it divides further So beyond further divides beyond normal division. So more number of divisions occurs than normal, and the RBCs becomes small. So in case of if a normal RBC, in case of normal RBC development, the number of divisions are like, if there are n number of divisions, if heme is not available in adequate amounts, the number of divisions will be increased, and RBC will be very small. So this is MCV. This is how MCV is decreased. This is how MCV is decreased. Okay. Next, if it is normocytic and normochromic anemia, if it is normocytic and normochromic anemia, what are all the process of? So then it is, we have to look for reti count. We have to look for reti count. You have to look for reti count. If reti count is high reti count, it indicates that there is some loss, and to compensate that loss, there is some loss. There is some loss, and to compensate that loss, marrow is producing RBC in excess. So it leads to high reticulocyte count. High reti count. So if there is any loss peripherally, if there is any loss peripherally, so marrow produces more RBC, and thereby reti count will be more. So first, if there is reti count is more, that indicates there is some peripheral loss. That peripheral loss may be hemangioma or disseminated intravascular coagulation, or it may be hemolytic anemia, or it may be sickle cell anemia, or some blood loss. So this some blood loss should maybe hemolytic anemia, or angioma, hemangioma, or disseminated intravascular coagulation, or hemolytic anemia. So okay. Next, with the normal, with a reduced reti count, with the lower reti count. So it can be red cell aplasia, malignancy, Fanconi's anemia, anemia of chronic disease, anemia of renal disease. Next, red cell aplasia. Okay. So we have to consider these things. Next, earlier we have seen the next. Okay. After that, after seeing MCV and MCHC and categorization, we go for RDW. Okay. And then what is now RDW? So how is RDW useful? If RDW is high, that indicates that the sizes of RBC, sizes of RBC is different. So different sizes of RBCs are, various sizes of RBCs are present. It indicates, so whenever there is microcytic hypochromic anemia, and RDW is high, it indicates microcytic hypochromic anemia, and RDW is high, it indicates iron deficiency anemia or thalassemia major. MCV is low, and RDW is high, we consider iron deficiency anemia and thalassemia major. Next, if it is normal, we consider thalassemia trait, thalassemia minor, anemia of chronic disease. Next, if MCV is normal, and RDW is, the MCV is normal and RDW is high, red cell distribution is high, we consider anemic hemoglobinopathy, sideroblastic anemia, early iron deficiency anemia, and combined deficiency of iron and B12. Okay, hereditary spherocytosis, anemia of chronic disease, non-anemic hemoglobin. Next, so whenever RDW is normal and MCV is normal, we consider hereditary spherocytosis, anemia of chronic disease, non-anemic hemoglobinopathy. Yeah. Hemoglobinopathy. Next, so MCV is high and RDW is high. What do you consider? Various sizes of RBC are there. So we consider folate, B12 deficiency, autoimmune hemolysis, acquired. When RDW is high and MCV is high and RDW is normal, we consider acquired aplastic anemia in adults. We consider acquired aplastic anemia in adults. This is initial evaluation. So whenever there is decreased hemoglobin, we look for, in a CBP report, we look for MCV. We look for MCV. The normal MCV value is 79 to 93.3, 93.34 femtoliters. Next, we look for MCSC. Normal value is 33 to 35. Next, we look for red cell distribution width and reticule. So, what is the purpose of classifying anemia? To know the cause and treatment of anemia. So what is RDW? How is it calculated? RDW is nothing but plotting on the different sizes of RBCs in a graph. The graph is given as CBP machine. The width of the graph is considered as RDW. So it can be two types of RDW qualification. That is, that may be standard deviation type and CV type. Standard deviation type is the ideal one. So next, RDW normal values are, so standard deviation wise, the normal value is 45 to 60 and the coefficient of variant type measurement, the normal value is 11.5 to 13.5. So first we have to decide whether that is anemia is microcytic and then if it is hypochromic. So we go if it is microcytic hypochromic and microcytic anemia and the RDW is low, if it is microcytic anemia that is low and RDW is high, we consider microcytic, we consider iron deficiency anemia or thalassemia major. If RDW is normal and microcytic, we consider thalassemia minor, thalassemia trite, anemia of chronic disease. If MCV is normal and red cell distribution width, if MCV is normal and red cell distribution width is high, we consider combined deficiency. Red cell MCV is normal, combined deficiency and anemic hemoglobinopathy, that is sickle cell anemia, so and sideroblastic anemia and early iron deficiency. Sideroblastic. Next, hereditary spherocytosis. So in case of normal MCV and normal RDW, we consider hereditary spherocytosis, anemia of chronic disease, anemia non-hemoglobinopathy. Next coming to high RDW. In a case of high MCV, we consider megaloblastic anemia, and high RDW in low RDW, that is normal RDW in case of high MCV. The causes are acquired aplastic anemia in adults. Acquired aplastic anemia in adults. Thank you.